Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare.
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Bhakta Vrinda. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कंचन गौरंगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरि नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। बोलो श्री राधे गोलोकानंद भगवान की जय। बोलो श्रीमद् भागवतम की
जय।
हरे कृष्णा श्री
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी।
Cool. I think Ajay Prabhu is probably out of town somewhere.
अच्छा,
Neilji message, he's recovering.
okay.
Yeah, he said he'll join from next week. Maybe traveling next week, so we'll talk about that.
अच्छा, आप ट्रैवल कर रहे हैं नेक्स्ट वीक?
Next week, yeah. So we'll talk. Tarun is busy in his daughter's wedding on 21st June.
Oh, अरे बाबा रे.
So everybody's having something.
Yeah.
But we'll get started.
Sure,
So,
sure.
क्या तो YouTube में you never get a good sound, is it? At the end?
नहीं, ये जैसे अभी आपने प्रार्थना किया, इसका एकदम क्लैरिटी बहुत अच्छा है, मतलब लेकिन वो लास्ट में जो आप प्ले करते हो वो कभी मुझे सुनाई नहीं देता है ढंग से.
You should have told me. So this one is like I downloaded. So this one is on my computer.
Okay, okay.
That one I play on YouTube.
अच्छा 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 अच्छा.
And I never realized that you're not getting a full sound. Actually. इतने सारे आज
मतलब
करेंगे.
कुछ भी नहीं मुझे सुनाई देता उसमें
Really?
लास्ट.
My goodness. Wow. That's not good. You told me. But कोई बात नहीं अभी भी. We'll fix that. Yeah. Hello, okay. See Ajay Prabhu. Hello Ajay. How are you?
Good. How about you?
How is everything?
I'm sorry?
How is everything? You in town?
Yeah, I am in town actually. थोड़ा आजकल अंधेरा देर से होता है तो I went out for running, so I'm just coming back. So
Okay. I see. Okay, cool. That's good. We'll start.
last weekend was just past weekend was a graduation ceremony for my younger son.
Wow.
Raleigh
Maybe the
Chartered.
high school, no?
Yeah. So he passed.
So where did he join finally?
अभी तो he finally selected Fordham University in New York.
क्या Fordham में select करेगा finally फिर?
हाँ.
Okay, I see. All right. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I think he was debating that, no?
Right.
I think his mind was set on Fordham University. So
Huh?
his mind was. Can you hear me properly?
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying that his mind was set on Fordham University.
Yeah, he was in between Fordham and Virginia Tech Business School.
Yeah. Hello, good. Congratulations.
Oh,
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Right, so you can start it. So, हम लोग yesterday we completed 45th अध्याय and we see how Lord Shri Krishna goes to Gurukul. Yeah?
Mhm.
And who was the guru of Lord Shri Krishna?
Sandipani Muni.
Sandipni Muni, right? And then for Sandipni Muni, he gives the Guru Dakshina. And what was that Guru Dakshina?
Bringing his dead sons from Yamlok.
Right, right. So Lord Shri Krishna and Lord Balram goes to Yamlok and brings Sandipni Muni's son back. And then what we are reading in this adhyaya is Udhavji, Lord Shri Krishna is asking Udhavji to go to Vrindavan and then console Nanda Baba, Yashoda Maya, and all the gopis who are eagerly waiting for Lord Shri Krishna to come back to Vrindavan. So, what we are reading is about Udhavji. Udhavji, as we know, is a Jnani, right? He is the highest level of Jnana, is what is Udhavji. And he looks like Lord Shri Krishna, and Lord Shri Krishna decides to send him to Vrindavan. And he reaches Vrindavan, and he is at Nanda Baba and Yashoda Maya's place, and he has his dinner, everything. And then what happens after that is what we are reading. So yesterday we read this shlok, but let's read it again. Shiva Prabhu.
Chitam Parmanen Samvishtam Kashipo Shukham Gatsham Paryaprichat Pad Samvahanadibhya. Translation. After Uddhava had eaten first-class food, been seated comfortably on a bed, and been relieved of his fatigue by a foot massage and other means, Nanda inquired from him as follows. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. So Udhavji is served with the bhojan, bhojitam parmanenam, right? And then after all that sukkam, and with even after the foot massage, pad samvah na adibhi, Nanda Baba is now asking Udhavji the following question. Ajay Prabhu.
कच्चिदंगम महाभाग सखा नः शूरनंदनः आस्ते कुशल्य पत्युक्तो मुक्तः सुहृदवृत. Nanda Maharaja said, "My dear most fortunate one, does the son of Sur fare well now that he is free and has rejoined his children and other relatives?" Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. So Nanda Maharaj is asking whom?
Udhavji.
Udhavji.
Udhavji, right? So Nanda
Yeah.
Maharaj is asking Udhavji. He is calling him Mahabhag, like he is the most fortunate one, staying with Lord Shri Krishna, right? And then he is asking Shura Nandana hai. How is son of Sur doing? Who is Shur Sen's son? Who is the Shur Sen's son? Whom is Nanda Baba asking about? So Vasudevji Maharaj, right? Vasudevji and Mother Devaki, they were in the prison, right? Lord Krishna, after killing Kans, takes them out. And then that's what Nand Baba is inquiring about. How is Shur Nandana hai? Like son of Shur Sen. Now that he is free, yeah, free is out of prison. And then of course he is with his children. And of course, who are his children? He is with
Mother of Mother of Krishna.
his deity, right? So they are rejoined his
Yes.
children, which is Lord Shri Krishna and Lord Balram and everyone else, right? So they are with them. So Nanda Maharaj is asking, how is he doing? Yeah. Hare Krishna, Nisha.
Krishna. दिष्ट्या कंसो हतः पापः सानुगः स्वेन पाप्मना साधूनां धर्मशीलानां यदूनां द्वेष्टि यः सदा. Fortunately, because of his own sins, the sinful Kansa has been killed along with all his brothers. He always hated the saintly and righteous Yadus. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. So when people are not good, then they don't like sadhunam dharmashilanam. People who follow religion, people who are sadhus, they don't like them. Right? अपि स्मृति नः कृष्णो मातरं सुहृदः सखीं गोपान व्रजं चात्मनाथं गावो वृंदावनम गिरिम. Does Krishna remember us? Does he remember his mother and his friends and well-wishers? Does he remember the cowherds and their village of Vraj, of which he is the master? Does he remember the cows, Vrindavan forest, and Govardhan hill? So what Nand Baba is asking, like, does Krishna at least remember all these things? Api Smriti, yeah, Api Smriti na Krishno, yeah, what? Gopan Vrajam Chatmanatham. He's saying that of which he is the master, he is the Nath, yeah, of the Vrindavan, and Gavo Vrindavanam Girim, all the Vrindavan forest and Govardhan hill. Does Krishna remember? Is what Nand Baba is asking Udhavji. Huh? Shiva Prabhu.
Apyayasyati Govindaha Swajanan Sakrideshitam Tarhi Drashyam Tadvakratam Sunsam Susmiteshanam. Will Govinda return even wants to see his family? If he ever does, we may then glance upon his beautiful face with its beautiful eyes, nose, and a smile. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. Then saying we can see his beautiful face. Vaktram is the beautiful face. Sunasam, the nose, and Susmita is the smile. Ikshanam, like we can see, yeah, when he returns back to Vrindavan. Ajay?
Yeah. Davagne Vart Varshach Vish Saparch Rakshita Duratebhyo Mritubhyah Krishnen Sum Hatmana. We were saved from the forest fire, the wind and the rain, the bull and serpent demons, from all such insurmountable deadly dangers by that very great soul, Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah? And Nanda Baba is remembering all that which happened when Lord Krishna was in Vrindavan. And then he himself is now calling Lord Shri Krishna, Krishna Su Mahatmana. Right? He saved Vrindavan from all these dangers. Nisha?
Smaratam Krishna Viryani Leela Panga Nirikshitam Hasitam Bhashitam Chang Sarvanah Shitilah Kriya. As we remember the wonderful deeds Krishna performed, his playful sidelong glances, his smile, and his words, O Uddhav, we forgot all our material engagements. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, what Nand Baba is saying is, as and whenever we remember Lord Krishna's Leela, right? Ishmratam Krishna Viryani Leela, what? And his Leela, and then they remember his Hasitam, Bhashitam, right? What happens? Nah Shitila Kriya hai. Right? We forget all our material engagements and totally focused and devoted in remembering Lord Shri Krishna's Leela. Sariche Lavnodeshana Mukunda Padabhushitan Akridani Kshamananam mano yati tadatmatam. When we see the places where Mukund enjoyed his sporting pastimes, the rivers, hills, and forests he decorated with his feet, our minds become totally absorbed in him. Yeah? Mano yati tadatmatat. Like our mind, we see his feet, all these places, our minds become totally absorbed in him. Sure, Prabhu?
Manye Krishnam cha Ramam cha prapta viha surottamo suranam maharthai gargasya vachanam yatha. Translation. In my opinion, Krishna and Balram must be two exalted demigods who have come to this planet to fulfill some great mission of the demigods. Such was foretold by Garga Rishi. Hare Krishna.
So what Nanda Baba is now remembering and is telling Udhavji, yeah, like who are Lord Krishna and Lord Balaram, right? Even though they are his sons, right? And Yashoda Maya, he's saying, Nanda Baba is saying, Mane Krishnam Cha Ramam, who are they? Sura Uttamo, yeah, the two exalted demigods, yeah, two exalted devatas, and they are here because Surya Anam Mahadathare, like basically from devatas, some work needs to be done, great mission of devatas, and then he remembers this is what Garg Muni had also told him. Ajay?
Kansam Nagayut Pranam Mallo Gajpatim Yatha Avidhishtam Leelayev Pasuniva Mrigadhipa. After all, Krishna and Balaram killed Kans, who was as strong as 10,000 elephants, as well as the wrestlers Chanura and Mustika, and the elephant Kualapida. They killed all sportingly as easily as lion disposes of small animals. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So what is mentioned is Kans, who is compared as Ayut Prana, like 10,000 elephants. That's what Kans was. Equivalent to then Chanur and Mustika, which were wrestling. All those were killed so easily by Lord Shri Krishna and Lord Balram. So here Nand Baba means to say, not only did Garg Muni declare that these boys are divine, but just see what they have done. Everyone is talking about Lord Shri Krishna and Lord Balram.
तालत्रयं महासारं धनुर्यष्टि निवेधराट् भवञ्जैकेन हस्तेन सप्ताहमधाद्गिरे. With the ease of royal elephant breaking a stick, Krishna broke a powerful giant bow, three talas long. He also held a mountain aloft for 7 days with just one hand. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. All this you remember, right? Krishna broke the Dhanush, which is Tal Trayam. Teen Tal is as big as 3 Tals, yeah, Dhanur. And then, of course, he was holding Girim, right? Giriraj Parvat, Saptahamad. So for 7 days, yeah. Remember, he was holding on his one finger the Giriraj Parvat for 7 days, yeah. And it's mentioned here, what is a Tal, right? According to Acharya Vishwanath, a Tal is a palm tree, is a measurement of about 60 hastas, which is 90 feet. Thus, the great bow Krishna broke was 270 feet long. Yeah. Pralambo Dhenuko Ariste Strinavarto Bakade Detyaha Sura Asur Jito Hata Yeneha Lilaya. Here in Vrindavan, Krishna and Balram easily destroyed demons like Pralamb, Dhenuka, Arista, Trinavarth, and Baka, who had themselves defeated both demigods and other demons. Like all these asurs had actually defeated devatas, and to them, Lord Sri Krishna defeated so easily, along with Lord Sri Balaram. Shiva Prabhu.
Shukavacha iti samsmritya nandaha Krishnanuraktadhiha atiyukta kanto abhavatishani prem prashar vihavalaha. Translation. Sukadev Goswami said, thus intensely remembering Krishna again and again, Nanda Maharaj, his mind completely attached to the Lord, felt extreme anxiety and fell silent, overcome by the strength of his love. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. So Sukdev Goswami is of course telling this to whom?
Parikshit Maharaj.
Parikshit Maharaj, right? Sukdev Goswami is reciting the Srimad Bhagavatam to Parikshit Maharaj, and then he's saying that when Nanda Baba is telling all this to Udhavji, yeah, Sansmritya, like remembering intensely Krishna again and again, yeah. Nanda, Krishna Anurakta Dhiya, his mind got completely absorbed in Lord Krishna's thoughts. And once it's absorbed, Atyut Kanto, like he couldn't speak after that, right? Totally he fell silent and in the mood of Prem Prasar, overcome by the strength of his love, totally absorbed in Lord Krishna's remembrance. Ajay?
यशोदा वर्ण्य मानानि पुत्रस्य चरितानि च शृण्वन्त्य शून्यवा साक्षात् शीत स्नेह snutpayodhra. As Mother Yashoda heard the description of her son's activities, she poured out her tears and milk flowed from her breasts out of love. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah? So Nanda Baba has been talking to Udhavji and all remembering Lord Shri Krishna. So Mother Yashoda is also remembering all the son's activities, right? And it's a nice purport. Let's read the Nisha.
From the very day that Krishna had left for Mathura, Mother Yashoda, though concealed and consoled by hundreds of men and women, could see nothing but the face of her son. She kept her eyes closed to everyone else and cried constantly. Thus she could not recognize Uddhav, treat him with parental affection, ask him any questions or give him any message for her son. She was simply overwhelmed with love for Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Tayoritham Bhagavati Krishne Nanda Yashodayo Viksha Anuragam Paramam Nanda Maho Udhavo Muda. Uddhav then joyfully addressed Nanda Maharaj. Having clearly seen the supreme loving attraction he and Yashoda Maya felt for Krishna, the supreme personality of Godhead. Sure.
Shri Uddhava Vacha Yuvam Shaladhyatmo Nunam Dehi Namihi Manad Narayane Akhila Guru Yatkrata Matiri Drishi. Translation. Sri Uddhava said, O respectful Nanda, certainly you and Mother Yashoda are the most praiseworthy person in the entire world. Since you have developed such loving attitude towards Lord Narayana, the spiritual master of all living beings. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. So after Nanda Baba talks to Udhavji and Mother Yashoda, Udhavji is saying, you and Mother Yashoda are the most praiseworthy persons in the entire world. Yeah. Shladhyatamo. Yeah. Most praiseworthy. Why? Because you have developed such a loving attitude towards Lord Narayan. Yeah. He is already saying that Lord Krishna is nothing but, is none other than Lord Narayan. Narayane Akhil Guru. You have developed such a loving attitude, Mother Yashoda Maya and Baba. So they are the most praiseworthy in the entire world because Lord Krishna is Narayan and Akhil Guru. He is the spiritual master of all the living beings, is what Udhavji is saying. Saying like understanding Nanda's mood as expressed by his statements, Manye Krishnam cha Ramam cha Praptava iha Surotmau. I think Krishna and Ram must be two exalted demigods. Uddhav here referred to Krishna as Lord Narayan. Okay?
एतो हि विश्वस्य च बीजयोनि रामो मुकुन्दः पुरुषः प्रधानम् अन्वीय भूतेषु विलक्षणस्य ज्ञानस्य चेशाद इमो पुराणो. The two lords, Mukund and Balram, are each the seed and womb of the universe, the creator and his creation potency. They enter the heart of living beings and control their conditioned awareness. They are the primeval supreme. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So, Uddhavji is now describing Lord Shri Krishna, right, to Nanda Baba himself. Yeah. Eto hi visvasya cha bijyoni. The root of this universe. Where has this universe come from? Who is the bij? Right? Ramo Mukunda hai. Purusha Pradhanam. Right? They are the Adi Purush. Adi, Anadi, right, is what he's saying. And most importantly, what he's saying is Anviya Bhuteshu Vilaksanasya. Bhuteshu, like the Jeev, like us, right? The conditioned souls, we forget ourselves. Forgetting our souls means we don't recognize our soul. We forget that we are the soul, right? And that we are connected to the super soul. We forget that. We think we are this body, right? In fact, at least we are talking about this. But when you talk to outside 90% of the people, they don't even know what a soul is, right? They actually think they are this body. Yeah. Even among Indians who should at least know what the soul is, you talk to those kids and they will say, oh, yeah, I am this mind, I am this body, right? So, Bhuteshu Vilaksanasya, like they control their conditioned awareness because we forget ourselves, right? What they do, Jnanasya Cheshat Imo Purano. They are the Purano, yeah, they are the primal supreme, and Lord Krishna actually help us. They help us control the conditioned awareness and help us recognize our soul and the relationship with the super soul, is what Udhavji is telling in a nice purport. So, let's read this, Nisha.
The word vilakshana means either distinctly perceiving or confused, depending on how the prefix vi is understood in context. In the case of enlightened souls, vilakshan means perceiving the correct distinction between the body and the soul, and thus Lord Krishna, as indicated by the word Ishate, guides the spiritually advancing soul. The other meaning of vilakshan, confused or bewildered, clearly applies to those who have not understood the difference between the soul and the body, or the distinction between the individual soul and the supreme soul. Such bewildered living beings do not go back home, back to Godhead, to the eternal spiritual world, but rather achieve temporary destinations according to the laws of nature. It is understood from all Vaishnava literature that Sri Ram, Balram, here accompanying Lord Krishna, is non-different from him, being his plenary expansion. The Lord is one, yet he expands himself, and thus Lord Balram is no way compromises the principle of monotheism. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. What is mentioned here is Lord Balram is none other than extension of Lord Sri Krishna himself, right? Like he's the expansion of Lord Sankarshan, which is an expansion of Lord Sri Krishna, right? And of course, what is mentioned is the bewildered living beings, because we don't recognize ourselves, what happens? We are entangled into the law of karma, and based on that, we achieve the temporary destinations. Out of all these 8.4 million species, right? Different bodies, according to the karmas, according to the laws of nature, right? And it's very difficult to go back home. Yeah, going back home is going back to Godhead or to the eternal spiritual world. Yeah. Yasmin janah prana viyog kale Kshanam samavesha mano vishuddham Nihartya karmashamasuyati Param gatim brahmamayo akravarnah Tasmin bhavantavakilatmaheto Narayane karanamartyamurto Bhavam vidatam nitaram mahatman Kim vavashishtam yuvaho sukritam. Anyone, even a person in an impure state, who absorbs his mind in him for just a moment at the time of death, burns up all traces of sinful reactions and immediately attains the supreme transcendental destination in a pure spiritual form as effulgent as the sun. You too have rendered exceptional loving service to him, Lord Narayan, the super soul of all and the cause of all existence, the great soul who, although the original cause of everything, has a human-like form. What pious deeds could still be required of you? Yeah. So who is speaking right now? Who is speaking?
Udhavji.
Udhavji, right? Udhavji is speaking to Nanda Maharaj and Yashodamaya. And what is he telling them? Right? What is he saying? He is saying that, first of all, he is saying that anyone, even a person in an impure state, like people who are not in a pure state at the time of death, yeah, but even for that just moment, absorbs his mind in him. Him is the Lord Sri Krishna. Yeah, says here, prana viyog kale. Yeah, when the prana is going, at that time, ek kshanam samavesha mano avishuddha. Even if he is not pure, but for one kshan, he remembers Lord Shri Krishna. What happens? Param gatim brahmamayo akravarna. Akra is Surya Bhagwan. Okay, he gets the param gati. Yeah, is what is mentioned. Also this is mentioned in Bhagavad Gita, if you remember, right? In Bhagavad Gita, one of the shlok, Lord Shri Krishna says that anyone who remembers me at the time of death comes back to me, right? Is very clearly mentioned. And this is what Udhavji is now also reminding Nanda Baba and Yashoda Maya. And then he is saying that he is the Akhil Atma Hetu. He is Narayan, right? He is Karan of everything, cause of all causes. Yeah. Bhavam Vidyatam Nitram Mahatman. And then he's saying that you have been loving Lord Shri Krishna. Yeah. He is saying that you too have rendered exceptional loving service to him, right? Of course, no one has done it like Mother Yashoda, right? And Nanda Baba. So what Udhavji is saying, and he's trying to console them too, right? They are waiting for Lord Shri Krishna. They are totally absorbed in the thought of Shri Krishna. And he's saying that you too have rendered exceptional loving service to him. And who is him? Lord Shri Krishna is the one to whom, even if an impure mind remembers for a moment at the time of death, they go back to him. And what have you done? You have rendered exceptional service the whole time to him, who is the Lord Narayan, who is the super soul of all, who is the cause of all existence. He is the, right? So, although he is the original cause, he has a human-like form. But then he is telling Nanda Baba and Yashoda Maya, what pious deeds could still be required of you? You have done it all. You don't need to do anything else. Kim vavashishtam yoha sukrityam. No other sukrityam is required from you. You have been already loving Lord Narayan, who is the super soul of all. Sure,
Ag mishyat dirghena kalena vraj machyutah priyam vidhashyate pitror bhagwan satvatam patiha. Translation: Infallible Krishna, the Lord of the devotees, will soon return to Vraja to satisfy his parents. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Udhavji is then, of course, saying that he will soon return to Vraj. So what says here, Udhavji begins to deliver Lord Krishna's message. So first he describes Lord Shri Krishna. He tells Lord Shri Krishna is that to Nand Baba and Yashoda Maya, and then he starts giving the message. Ajay?
त्वां कंसं रङ्गमध्ये सर्वसात्वतां यदा वः समागत्य कृष्णः सत्यं करोति तत्. Having killed Kans, the enemy of all Yadus, in the wrestling arena, Krishna will now surely fulfill his promise to you by coming back. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Nisha?
मा खिद्यतं महाभागो द्रक्षतः कृष्णमन्तिके अन्तर्हृदि स भूतानामास्ते ज्योतिरिवेदसि. O most fortunate ones, do not lament. You will see Krishna again very soon. He is present in the hearts of all living beings, just as fire lies dormant in wood. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. And of course, Uddhav is saying that don't lament, Krishna will come back, and he's calling them Mahabhago. And then, of course, he's saying Antarhridhi sa bhuta namaste, sa bhutana, all jivas. Bhuta is all jivas. Antarhridhi, he is inside all the jivas. How like Jyotiri Vedasi. Yeah, just as fire lies dormant in wood, right? Like once little fire, the wood will come, right? With the fire. Similarly, he is present in the hearts of all living beings, right? That's what they say, like the soul is like that. And then there's a super soul. न शास्ति प्रिय है कश्चिन प्रियो वातस्य मानिन है नोत्तमो नाधमो वापि समानुष्या समो अपि वा. For him, no one is especially dear or despicable, superior or inferior, and yet he is not indifferent to anyone. He is free from all desire for respect, and yet gives respect to all others. Yeah. So that is, of course, talking about Lord Shri Krishna. He is saying like no one is priya hai, nahi apriya hai. Yeah. Not dear not despicable, yeah. Neither he is looking for man in a head, he is not looking for any respect, yeah. No uttamo, na adhamo, not superior, not inferior. He is saman, right? He is saman, and he is not looking for respect, but man, but he gives respect to all others. That's what Lord Shri Krishna is. Right? Even in Bhagavad Gita, we read like Samohitam Sarva Bhuteshu. Like he is equal to everyone. But he is still very responsive to his devotees. Yeah. Even though he is equal to everyone, he still responds to his devotees. Shiva Prabhu.
Na mata na pita tasya na bharya na suta deha natmiyo na parsha chapi na deho janma evacha. Translation: He has no mother, no father, no wife, children, or other relatives. No one is related to him, and yet no one is a stranger to him. He has no material body and no birth. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah? So he is the Adi, he is the root of everything. The material world comes from him, but he is not associated with the material world. Right? All those things are not easy to understand, right? But as we have been reading, we know how everything has emanated from Lord Shri Krishna, right? And he is not impacted by those three gunas, right? What are those three gunas?
Samogun, Satogun, Rajogun.
Right, yeah. Satogun, Rajogun, and Tamogun. Because as soon as we get in touch with the materialistic world, we are influenced by those three gunas. Based on those, we do the activities. So he is nirgun, he is above those gunas. The gunas have come from him, but he is not impacted by those gunas. Right? Ajay?
Yeah. नचास्य कर्म वा लोके सत्सन्मिश्रयोनिषु क्रीडार्थ सोऽपि भूसाधूनां परित्राणाय कल्पते. He has no work to do in this world that would oblige him to take birth in pure, impure, or mixed species of life, yet to enjoy his pastime and deliver his saintly devotees, he manifests himself. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, Udhavji is saying, of course, we know he doesn't have any work here as such. No karma. Na chashat karma va loke. He doesn't need to come here. He doesn't need to come here in a human form or any form, right? But still kridartha, yet to enjoy his pastimes. And why? Sadhunam paritranay. Yeah, that's what we also read in Bhagavad Gita. Yeah, he comes here to deliver his saintly devotees. He manifests himself. If it doesn't manifest himself, how do we know who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, right? Because he manifests himself in different avatars, we can read about him, we can listen to him, we can do the bhajan kirtan, right? Shanam kirtanam, and then we can be his devotees, and this way we can go back to the original place. Yeah. Sadhunam paritranay kalpte. That's why he comes here. Nisha?
Sattvam rajastam iti bhajate nirguno gunan क्रीडन्तितो अपि गुणैः सृजत्यवति हन्त्यजः. Although beyond the three modes of material nature, goodness, passion, and ignorance, the transcendental Lord accepts association with them as his play. Thus, the unborn Supreme Lord utilizes the material modes of create and maintain and destroy. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, of course, he is responsible for creation, maintenance, and destruction, right? And as we just talked about, he is not, even though those modes come from him, he is not really associated with those. And a nice purport. Let's read this, Shyabu.
As stated in the Brahma Sutra 2.1.33, Loka Vat Leela Kaivalyam, the Lord performs his spiritual pastimes as if he were a resident of this world. Although the Lord does not favor or abuse anyone, we still observe happiness and suffering in this world. The Gita 13.22 states, Karanam guna sangosya. We desire to associate with various qualities of material nature, and thus we must accept the consequences. The Lord provides the field of material nature in which we exercise our free will. Foolish non-devotees not only attempt to cheat the Lord by trying to exploit his nature, but when they suffer the reaction, they blame God for their own misdeeds. This is the shameless position of those who are envious of God. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. What is basically being mentioned is the Lord provides the field of material nature in which we exercise our free will, right? So our karmas are our free will is what is mentioned, and accordingly everything happens, right? Nisha?
यथा भ्रमरिका दृष्ट्या भ्राम्यतीव महीयते चित्ते कर्तरि तत्रात्मा करते वाहन धिया स्मृतः. Just as a person who is whirling around perceives the ground to be turning, one who is affected by false ego thinks himself as doer when actually only his mind is acting. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Right? So Brahm is what is mentioned, that we are doing all those things, yeah, which is not true is what is mentioned. Ajay?
You yorev neva yamatmaju Bhagwan Hare Sarvesha Matmaju Hatma Pita Mata Sa Ishvara. The Supreme Lord Hari is certainly not your son alone. Rather, being a Lord, he is the son, soul, father, and mother of everyone. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So finally, Udhavji, you are telling Nanda Baba and Yashoda Maya that he is not your son alone. Yeah, Bhagwan Hari, he is not just your son, he is Sarvesh Atmaju. Sarvesh, everything. He is Atma, Pita, Mata, and of course, Ishvara hai. Yeah, he is the son, father, mother, and the soul of everyone. दृष्टं श्रुतं भूत भवत भविष्यत इष्टाश्नुश्चरिष्णु महदल्पकं च विना अच्युतादात वस्तुतरां न वाच्यं स एव सर्व परमात्म भूतः. Nothing can be said to exist independent of Lord Achyut. Nothing heard or seen, nothing in the past, present, or future, nothing moving or unmoving, great or small. He is indeed everything, for he is the Supreme Soul. Yeah, Udhavji finally telling he is actually everything. He is the Sarva Parama Atma Bhuta hai. He is everything of everything, basically. Yeah, Bhut, Vartman, and Bhavishyat. He is everything. Yeah. Shloka.
Evam nishasa bruvavto vartita nandasya krishnanu charasya rajan gopyah samuthaya nirupya dipana vastun Sambhyacharya Dadhinyam Thana. Translation. While Krishna's messenger continued speaking with Nanda, the night ended, O king. The women of the cowherd village rose from bed and lighting lamps worshipped their household deities. Then they began churning the yogurt into butter. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, so like this Krishna's messenger, who is that?
Udhavji.
Udhavji, right? Is the one who comes with Krishna's message to Vrindavan, and the whole night passed is speaking to Nanda Baba and Yashoda Maya, and then of course all the gopis and the whole village woke up by then, and he's saying they began churning the yogurt into butter. Yeah, Dadhina Manthan. Yeah, Ajay.
ता दीप्ते मणि भिवि ऋजु रज्जु विकर्ष द्विज कंक रस्त्रजः चलित्रतम स्तनहार कुंडल त्विष्टकलोप रुकणु कुमंगना manna. As they pulled on the churning ropes with their bangled arms, the women of Rush shone with the splendor of their jewels, which reflected the lamp's light. Their hips, breasts, and necklaces moved about, and their faces, anointed with reddish kumkum, glowed radiantly with the luster of their earrings reflecting from their cheeks. Hare Krishna.
Okay. Okay.
उद्गायति नाम रविन्दलोचनं व्रजाङ्गनानां दिवं स्पृशध्वनिः दधंश्च निर्मन्थनशब्दमिश्रितो निरस्यते येन दिशां मङ्गलम्. As the ladies of Vraj loudly sang the glories of lotus-eyed Krishna, their songs blended with the sound of their churning, ascended to the sky and dissipated all inauspiciousness in every direction. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. What is mentioned is Sukdev Goswami is telling that the song of all the gopis, right, and Lord Sri Krishna's song dissipated all inauspiciousness in every direction. Yeah, nirashyate yena disham amangalam. Bhagavati udite surye nandadvari vrajokase dristvaratam shatukombham kashyayamiti cha abruvan. When the godly sun had risen, the people of Vraj noticed the golden chariot in front of Nanda Maharaja's doorway. Who does this belong to? They asked. Yeah. So as we know, in the evening when Uddhav Maharaj came to Vraj, it was in the evening, so no one could see with the dhool of all the cows and everything. Right? But now that it's the morning, everyone is seeing like whose rath is there in front of Sant Baba's house. Yeah. Shiva Prabhu.
Akrur agatah kim vayah kam sasyartha sadhakah yen nito madhupuram krishnah kamallochanah. Translation. Perhaps Akrura has returned, he who fulfilled Krishna's desire by taking lotus-eyed Krishna to Mathura. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So they are still remembering how Lord Shri Krishna went to Mathura. right? If you remember Akrur, right? Akrur came to pick him up in the Rath. And seeing that Rath, they are thinking that this is probably Akrur. He is the one who took our Krishna. Krishna Kamal Lochana hai. Yeah, he fulfilled Kansa's desire. He took our lotus-eyed Krishna to Mathura. That's what they are thinking. They are, of course, angrily making this statement. Yeah. Nisha?
किं साधयिष्यत्यस्माभिर्भर्तुः प्रीतस्य निष्कृतिं ततः स्त्रीणां वदन्ति नाम उद्धवो गात कृताहिकः. Is he going to use our flesh to offer funeral uh, oblations for his master, who was so satisfied with his service? As the women were speaking in this way, Uddhav appeared, having finished his early morning duties. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So they were so angry with Akrurji, right? They are thinking all these things, and then they see Udhavji. Yeah. Shiva Prabhu?
This verse reveals the bitter disappointment the gopis felt when Akrura took Krishna away. However, they will be pleasantly surprised to see that the unexpected guest is Uddhava. Thus ends the purports of the humble servants of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada to the 10th canto, 46th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled Uddhava Visits Vrindavan. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Bolo Srimad Bhagavatam ki
Jai.
So we complete the 46th chapter, and then we will actually read the 47th chapter. Yeah. And this is the most beautiful chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam. It's called the Song of the Bee. Do you know what it is called in Hindi?
Song of the Bee.
Madhu.
It's called Brahmar Geet.
Brahma. Oh.
It's called Brahmar Geet, and Brahmar Geet is the one which gopis are singing. Yeah. The gopis remember Lord Sri Krishna's pastimes, and they are singing this Geet like Udhav's. They are not responding to Udhavji, and they are remembering Lord Sri Krishna. And in his memories, they are listening to this Brahmar Geet, and it's pretty try to hear that. I mean, so if you do YouTube, Brahmar Geet.
So this is different from Gopi Geet, right?
This is different from Gopi Geet. Actually, yeah. Because Gopi Geet is the one when, so Gopi Geet happens before the Ras Leela, right?
Okay.
So Gopi Geet is when all the gopis come when Lord Krishna is playing his flute, and then Lord Sri Krishna disappears because the gopis get this little proud that they are going to do Ras Leela with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. When they get this little proud, Lord Krishna disappears. And then gopis are looking for Lord Sri Krishna, and they don't see Radhe Rani. And then they see the footsteps of Radhe Rani. Finally, Radhe Rani also gets this little proud that I'm the only one with Lord Sri Krishna. And then Lord Sri Krishna actually disappears from Radha Rani also. And then all the gopis find Radha Rani. They all together come back to Yamuna river because it's dark enough and they didn't want to go further in forest. They all come back to Yamuna river. That's when they are doing the Gopi Geet. That's when they are remembering Lord Sri Krishna and they are asking his mercy and they are asking him to appear again. That's what Gopi Geet is. Yeah. And Brahmar is like a bhaura around all the flowers, and they are. This is for Udhavji, and it's pretty, very, very beautiful song, Brahmar Geet. Like on YouTube, especially I think listen to Ramesh Bhai Oja's Brahmar Geet in his voice. We'll hear it anyways. When we do this, we'll hear the Brahmar Geet. So it'll be very nice. Okay, so for the timing, let's listen to the Kirtan. So at the last, when I played this on YouTube, are you not able to hear the voice clearly, is it? Because Shiva Prabhu doesn't hear the voice at the last when we play the Kirtan.
Yeah, when you play the kirtan, the YouTube video, then I can't hear it. I just sometimes some murmur, some will come, otherwise I can't hear it.
Is it the same thing for you, Ajay Prabhu, Nisha?
No, I can hear properly.
You can hear? You too,
Oh.
Ajay? Ajay,
Uh,
are you at the end? When
no,
we play
yes,
the...
yesterday I was not there, so I don't know.
No, but before that, like
Generally.
Generally, I hear.
Oh, so it must be some issue on my side then, Prabhuji.
Is it your volume, Shiva Prabhu? Maybe. Let me play this and tell me if
Okay.
are you able to hear this. Let's see. So I'm going to play this and then tell me if you are able to hear. Yeah. Just a second.
And I'm a little bit away from you all guys, right? Physically.
Let me know if I'll play this for 7 minutes, but let me just play for a second and let me know if I'm able to hear this properly. And let me see. I'll make sure the sound is here. Okay.
So let me record it and then I'll say, I hear with as if it is very much subdued and like, very faint noise I'll hear. Like, I was hearing the cymbals, but it was like, as if it was very far away from me.
What about you, Nisha?
ये वाला इतना क्लियर नहीं सुनाई देगा.
It's
Yeah.
not clear. Acha, maybe this one is not very clear. Okay. Okay, we'll play this next time, but let me play something else. See if you are able to hear that. No, not able to hear yet. Shiva Prabhu?
No, I can't hear it.
What about you, Ajay and Nisha?
I can hear it.
Yeah, I can hear you, this one too, but again, it's not like the way we can hear
Very
you.
clear.
It's a little bit,
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I see.
it's a little bit subdued.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I see. Okay, we'll hear it today anyways.
Yeah.
And then maybe I'll try to download for future.
Mm.
And we'll see. Maybe I don't know if I can download it right now. Just trying to see if there's a download button. Just a second. I'm just trying to make sure that if we can fix it. We have the download button, right?
ये नीचे जाइए ना हाँ नीचे हाँ उसी में yes.
It's downloading. Okay, so now it's downloaded. So tell me now. Is that better or
no? I can't hear anything. Something is strange. इसीलिए मैं आपसे लिंक मांगते रहता हूँ.
Okay, it's good you told me because I never knew that. I thought you all can hear it nicely, like the way I hear it, and the volume is highest.
Yeah.
Okay.
कोई बात नहीं प्रभु जी.
I will hear it today, and then we will try to fix it next time. We'll do it beforehand. Yeah. Let's hear Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Yeah.
5 minutes and then and actually let me stop share and share again. Let's see if this makes a difference. Share some. बोलो श्री राधे कृष्ण भगवान की
Hare.
जय. Yeah, I'll send you the video, Prabhuji, anyways.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, and we'll try to fix it for next time. So next week is, next week I'll be traveling actually. Yeah, so next week I'm traveling. So we'll take a pause next week, but listen to this Brahmar Geet. Yeah, Brahmar Geet for Udhavji and Gopi's Brahmar Geet. And then we'll see you after that Monday.
Okay.
Yeah?
So next to next week.
Next to next week. Next week we'll take a pause.
Yeah.
And then restart after that. Yeah, that'll be really beautiful actually. We'll listen to this all Brahmar Geet and we'll try to make sure the sound is good.
And the Brahmar Geet is by Ramesh Bhai also.
Yeah, so a lot of people have sung this. Sorry. So you will find a lot of people would have sung this. Like if you search for, like let me share 1 second. Let's try to search. Like if you go to YouTube, you see Brahmar Geet, everyone has sung this. Yeah, like Sri Indresh Upadhyay is very popular these days, if you know him. He does the Bhagavad Katha. So everyone who does the Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavad Katha, they have the Brahmar Geet, basically. Yeah. So you will find it. But if you say like Brahmar Geet from like Ramesh Bhai Oja, very beautiful actually. Like if you go this one, 12 minute का है.
लगे कृष्ण को उद्धव जी संयोग वियोग के द्वंद्व को मिथ्या बताने लगे तब भगवान ने सोचा इस ज्ञानी को
ये मुझे बहुत अच्छे से सुनाई दे रहा है.
Really?
तो प्रेम की
Yeah.
ये तो
So maybe those videos were not that good.
सो दे यहाँ से होते सो
अच्छा, जब गाना शुरू किया तो फिर वही प्रॉब्लम आ गया.
वास्तव में ज्ञान जब अपनी परिपक्व
जब बोल रहे हैं तो अच्छे से आ रहा है.
तो प्रेम बन जाता है. जिस प्रकार घी भारी पदार्थ है, पच जाए तो बल बनेगा, शुक्र पच जाए संयम से तो ओज बनेगा, ज्ञान पच जाए तो प्रेम बनेगा. तो भगवान ने उद्धव से कहा गच्छोद्धव व्रजम सौम्य पित्रोर नव प्रीति मावह गोपी नाम मद वियोगाधिम मत संदेशैर विमोचय ता मन मनस्का मत प्राणा मदर्थे त्यक्त दैहिका. जाओ उद्धव जाओ, उन गोपांगनाओं के पास जाओ, तुम गोपांगनाओं को उपदेश करो क्योंकि वे मेरे वियोग में बहुत दुखी रहती है, बेचैन रहती है. उद्धव जी को
So basically, yeah. So उद्धव जी को जब भगवान कृष्ण भेजते हैं तो उद्धव जी अपने को बहुत बड़ा ज्ञानी समझते हैं, राइट? एंड देन ही थिंक्स ही इज द ज्ञानी। तो भगवान बोलते हैं कि इतना ही ज्ञान है तो गोपियों को दो जाके ज्ञान, बिकॉज दे आर वेटिंग फॉर मी। और वहां जाते हैं, फिर वहां उद्धव जी सीख के आते हैं कि ज्ञान से बड़ा है प्रेम, कि जो भक्ति और प्रेम में जो शक्ति है वो ज्ञान में नहीं है। दैट्स व्हाट उद्धव जी लर्न्स फ्रॉम गोपीज एंड कम्स बैक। वो है भ्रमर गीत में वो देखते हैं कि गोपियां कितनी डेडिकेटेड है। चलो, सो विल सी यू नेक्स्ट वीक। ओके, हरे कृष्णा।
हरे कृष्ण।
हरे